Hello, my name is Ian. I work in the Magnetic Resonance Imaging Department, an MRI scanner. An MRI scanner is a detailed, effective way of taking images of the body, and it uses very, very strong magnetic fields. It's safe for you to have an MRI scan, but it's also quite dangerous as well. So we have to make sure that it's safe to scan a patient and work around the department. Otherwise, this could happen. That little missile is just a teaspoon wrapped in bubble wrap, but it demonstrates how strong the magnet is.
The key thing to remember with this is the magnet is always on. It's not like CT where only when you're producing the scan the X-ray is being produced. With MRI, the magnet's ramped up when it's installed and then it stays on. Any equipment in the MRI department that can go into the room is made of non-ferrous metal, so made of aluminium. It's all labelled as MRI safe. It'll have a green triangle with MR written on it. Any of the other chairs or beds in the hospital will be made of ferrous metal, and that would be strongly attracted to the magnet. So every MRI room has signs on the door. There's also signs on the floor, but unfortunately people become sign blind. So you don't see the sign, you don't read the signs, you just go around your normal day-to-day business and you just don't see them. So there has been serious injuries and deaths in MRI departments where metallic objects have gone into the room with a patient and pinned them to the scanners. This one was a radiographer that was seriously injured. He fractured his pelvis and ended up with kidney failure when an assistant brought an oxygen cylinder into the room. And this was a lady that died when the doctors that made the referral didn't disclose that she had a pacemaker. The patient arrived and didn't tell the radiographer she had a pacemaker, and when she was put into the scanner, quite soon after she died. So we're trying to get 3 checks in place. Firstly, the referrer should do the MRI safety checks. Then when the letter reaches the patient, they can ring in and ask us about whether they've had certain operations and whether that's safe. And then finally, before the patient goes into the room, there's a final thorough check. When patients arrive in the department, we'll go through the MRI safety questionnaire with them. There's several questions that gets a full medical history of the patient. The problem we have sometimes if the patient can't give us a full medical history, and then it becomes the referrer's responsibility to provide us with that information. So we use the safety guidelines from the MHRA. These tell us how to safely run an MRI service, and it clearly states in these that it's the referrer's responsibility to provide the information regarding any implants or contraindications to MRI as part of that referral. MRI safety is everybody's responsibility, whether you're coming to clean the department, whether you're escorting a patient down, whether you're referring a patient for an MRI scan. You need to be aware of MRI safety. If you're coming into the department, you mustn't go into the rooms with anything that's metal. If you're referring a patient for an MRI scan, be aware of if they've had previous implants or if they've had injuries with metal objects. If you're preparing a patient to come down for an MRI scan, please get them changed. Make sure they're not don't have any metal objects on them at all. No ECG tags, no pulse oximeters, they're not connected to drug pumps, anything like that. It's all incredibly important.
I'd genuinely like to say thank you for all the support we've received in the past, all the support we're going to receive in the future. We can only do our job with the help of everyone involved in the patient in the hospital. So in conclusion, could I ask you to remember that the magnet is always on. Good communication is essential to avoid any safety issues, and it's everyone's responsibility when it comes to MRI safety. Thank you for watching.